EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Big Easy. And with that Who Dat chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And what a great journey for this young man, from USC to Ole Miss, which totally fit his game. Nice arm, excellent runner, and he got better each and every year for the Rebels. The Giants obviously believed in him. They traded back into the first round to pick him up. They know they have their quarterback for the future.
They'll start with a run by Tracy. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Dart. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's Dart. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That's complete to Robinson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Saints' 45-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And the Giants, first down.
Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. To throw now, Dart. His throw incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing, dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
First down, New York.
I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. To throw his dart. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Running left is Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Now Dart. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jackson Dart, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7.
That drive a long way, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. On play action, Rattler. There's Chris Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's second and 10. Rattler wants to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the gun, here's Rattler. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
To the air is Rattler. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Juwan Johnson, 28 yards. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down, Giants.
But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Tracy trying the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
In motion right is Robinson. Throwing his dart. Catch made by Slayton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
A gain of 13 yards.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Dart. Now the ball comes loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do. That's some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get it all the way midfield.
It's a gain of 29.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Again, it's Kamara. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Rattler. They set up the screen to Miller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
From the shotgun, Rattler. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Kamara going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it, because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
In the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So after the field goal, back out his groupie to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Right back to Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw here. This one is Slayton over the middle. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, New York.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Dart. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the right hash, this from 53.
Gano's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10.
That ties the game.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Olave motioning to the left. Throwing is Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Finding space at the 40.
And all the way up to the 46. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's good for us Saints. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Rattler.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Juwan Johnson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have moved down in front.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Groupie for the extra point.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Saints 17.
So the drive there took 6 plays.
10.
And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Dances by him. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And New York set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw now, Dart. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Dart. That's complete to Slayton. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Now Dart. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Giants.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Tracy. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
2nd and 10. To throw is Dart. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this 1st half, as he'll try again on 1st down here. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Gano for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. (17-17) the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Looking to put a drive together. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Second down and a yard. Running here is Taysom Hill. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Bradler wants to throw it. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And now out come the Giants. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
2nd and 11. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing his dart.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shoot.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Gano now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Giants 24.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
14 yards.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On play action, Rattler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now Rattler. He gets it to Cooks. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To the air is Rattler. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. Being chased out left. Across midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And the Giants' first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Dart. This is caught by Robinson. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
At the 30-yard
Well, it looked
line.
like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Rattler working out of the gun. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rattler. He's got his target. That's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, Rattler. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Saints. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And that's complete to Cooks. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's Rattler. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a 2nd and 2. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Olszewski now to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Dart. Robinson hauling it in outright. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw now, Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Rattler wants to throw it. He gets this complete to Shaheed. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Dexter.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Dart. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Dart. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. From the gun, Dart. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll go again with Tracy. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Giants.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing his Dart. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw his Dart. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 5. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New York.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
On the run is Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Play action now. Dart. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jackson Dart with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense had Spencer Rattler getting ready for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rattler. He gets it to Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. As Shaheed going to go in motion. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down.
42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now Rattler. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cooks will come in motion right. From the gun, here's Rattler. There again is Cooks, complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 1. Throwing once more, here's Rattler. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their 2 receivers to his outside run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
Olave holds it in. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Saints field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. As soon as he caught that toss and looked upfield, you could tell they had a big numbers advantage blocking-wise.
They certainly did, which means oftentimes your safety will be unblocked. That means he's got to play it from what they call inside out. Don't let the running back cut back across your face. Keep him pinned to the sideline and go make the tackle.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tracy trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and sneak it here.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you'd think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. They'll run on first down. Tracy. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Up the middle they go. Tracy. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, New York.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now here live in New Orleans. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Dart. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They're going to look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rattler. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To the air is Rattler. Again, it's Johnson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Rattler. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, First downs, they can't touch the ball.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
A play fake, and now it's Dart. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards. And a Giants first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Motioning to the left is Robinson. Throwing, Dart. That is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw now, Dart. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Rattler wants to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Room past the 35. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rattler going to look to throw again. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. They'll look to throw again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Abdul Carter coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing his dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Dart. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, New York.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Tackle made by Chase Young. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. This to make it a 3-score game late. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Rattler working out of the gun. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now Rattler. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To the air once more is Rattler. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Gets this complete to Shaheed. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From the gun, here's Rattler. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here now, 2nd and 4. And Rattler, he'll throw again. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing is Rattler. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
To the air is Rattler. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, Mosey, you see it, Mosey.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Mosey, KC.
Here's Rattler.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.